So, as I promised, we are going to start our marketing tutorials with the hardest task that there is. You have to find your photographic specification, so the one thing you are going to focus on. As I already said, the hardest part is to find this one. A lot of other photographers had the problem, myself included, at the beginnings of my photographic career. I just wanted to shoot everything from weddings, newborns, children, sports, campaigns, and almost everything. And that's the biggest problem. You can't do everything. You have to realize that now. If you are going to shoot everything, you are never gonna be the best one in your field, because always there is somebody who is better. You have to find just one topic, one field of photography that you are going to do, that you really love, and you want to improve in that field. Because otherwise you just spend a huge amount of time and money for everything and you will get nothing. If you just focus yourself, everything you have, your time, your money, almost everything, if you want to be a real photographer, you have just to focus on it. And you will just focus it in one point. As an example, I started as a sport photographer for many years ago, because sport photography was my passion. In the past I have been a, let's say, professional photographer. I did whitewater canoeing, and after that almost mountain biking. But when I stopped as an athlete, I decided to run my photography business in this way, because I know everything about it. I love it. I was still in touch with those people, and that was my only focus point for, I think, almost for 2 years. Just after that I decided, okay, I'm not getting any money from it, so I want to start earning money. I started with weddings and everything that you're gonna pay, and at that point my, I will say, education level just stopped, because all my time, all my resources I put just in a lot of other basket, so I wasn't able to improve like rapidly or quickly up. After a few years with this, I just stopped, and I just looked back, and once again I just started just focusing just for the sport photography. Also with a little bit more resources, I started earning money with the photography. I got contract with Red Bull from the Slovak department of Red Bull, and still I had, at that time I was shooting with Canon EOS 7D Mark I and Canon EOS 50D, and I have 2 Sigma lenses and 50 nifty from Canon, so not that much. But still I was able to sign a contract with them. So it's not about the gear. The only reason was that I was just focusing on sports. I was on each and every sports event around my area, and on the free time, the little bit of free time I had, I was shooting with my girlfriend, so I could improve a little bit of the portraits side of that. Because also in the, when you are shooting as a sport photographer, you sometimes need to take a portrait of winner or somebody else. So my advice for you, and also the task for you, will be to find one topic you would love to do. For example, weddings. It doesn't matter. What do you really love to do? That's the only point you have to find. How to find it is the hardest question. Imagine a free world. A world where you don't have to worry about money. So you have all your equipment you need. You don't need to worry about anything. And find one topic that you would love to do for free. That you will not ask about the prices, or you will not ask about the money part at all. Just the one topic that will satisfy you, that you will be happy to go home after all day shooting, and that's the topic you should focus on. And when you're going move on, for example, like in 2 years, you will realize that you will need to learn something from a different field. But that's normal. I'm working for 13 years as a professional photographer. I started with sports photography, I tried weddings, I tried I don't know what, almost everything. Now I'm working just as an event photographer, focusing on sports. That's the one field. The second field I'm doing is business portraits, because a lot of my clients are big companies because of the events. So I have to learn also the business portraits. I do also a few campaigns every year, so I don't know, like 10 or 20 campaigns every year. And also I work a little bit in studio, so some products, photograph products and so on. Not that much, but it's still like about 50-60 shootings per year. After 13 years as a professional photographer, full-time professional photographer, I never did anything else. I'm working just in 4 fields, nothing else, nothing more, just 4 fields, that's all. If anybody asks me or will ask me about shoot a wedding, I will rather shoot myself. So you have to focus just on one field, and then during the time you will add just a few. I recommend you to also try something different, but basically you have to focus on one. Often I compare it to the auto service, the company where you put your car when it's broken. Would you rather go to one service where they can repair all the brands around the world, or would you rather go to the service where they just repair your car, your brand? They are not going to do anything else. I rather go to that one that is just focusing on one, because I know they are specialists, they know everything about it, and they don't need to look it up on the internet or would take a hell lot of time to repair my car. So the same you can apply in your photographic career. Just focus on one thing, and later on you will add something more, but still you wouldn't do all that you can shoot. So this is the first task. You have to ask yourself, you have to decide, and with this one we can go on and on and on, and you will see why I give you the first one, the hardest one, because everything else from now on will start from this point to find what you really love to do. So see you next month. We will continue with our marketing. We'll slowly go through all of the processes you need to make, like Facebook web page, Instagram web page, and how to build your brands. And that, I think, is the most next important step to build your name. That's all. So see you next week. Let us know if we can improve anything. As you can see, I'm not native speaker. I'm from Slovakia. That's somewhere in the middle of Europe, but I'm trying to do it in English. If you don't understand me, please let us know, so we can put subtitles under the video.